advantages and disadvantages as well. Because electric buses don't have the range.
What about hybrid?
Well, hybrid still has a range. Hybrid is a little more fuel efficient.
Right.
But still has for a vehicle like this, it's zero emissions. Because it's also...
So that was a big part of the decision.
But also because the operator, so this one operator by ratio is carrying a lot more passengers as well. It can have up to 3 miles for one operator.
Yeah, so the Ottawa has their, it's called the O train, and it used to be like what you said, what's up in on Highway 7, where it's just 2 lanes with buses, and then they actually changed it into this. Yeah, because they needed that extra capacity.
Where I changed the right side.
I'm surprised because I would think that it would be a lot faster and cheaper to build it without the wires and the tracks.
It would be faster and cheaper, but in the long run, like whenever you're thinking in the future, there's going to be so many developments here, you need this capacity in the future.
You can't make
Some people argue that this isn't even enough. Some people argue that should
you can't just run more
because after a certain point that you're paying for so many drivers, you're paying for all the buses, they'll start to bunch up. You ever been on a bus and then you're waiting for a bus and then 3 of them show up, or you're waiting for 20 minutes? Yeah.
It's also the storage facilities as well.
Which is pretty expensive for 32.
If you bought more buses, the question is where you're going to house them and repair them and that kind of thing as well. So with anything, you also have to consider the infrastructure behind it. So that's a lot of things.
What was the delay? It seemed to be, I think it was supposed to be 2022 or something, so it's about 3 years behind schedule.
I don't think anyone can answer that.
We're not recording this is off the record.
It's complicated. There are a lot of little things. The goal was to make sure that at least we got a lot of the bugs worked out of the system. When I first started working with this train, then we found things. We had a lot of questions to ask the manufacturer. We found things that why did you do this? Because so we would take our expertise and experience back to them. They thought went away and talked about it a lot, then thought about it, but then you make these software changes to alter how the train works. So things like that. The manufacturer, they have kind of their base model, basically, but then we have TTC, we have the understanding of how to operate this service. And the manufacturer, they said, well, okay, you want to do that? And we explained, right? So
It's a different perspective.
Yeah, and so it's things like that.
Because they were testing it basically for about 2 years, right? Just going back and forth.
But testing, but also training as well. Because even for myself, as an instructor, so I had to get certified on the train itself and develop the knowledge before I could start training.
How long ago was that?
But I would have thought
How long ago
was it that you started to be able to a while, I guess.
A year, maybe 2 years ago, about 2 years ago, I started working here.
Do you have like a signal of priority on line 5 and 6?
Signaling for movement?
Yeah,
the transit signal priority.
transit
Yeah.
signals. So there isn't a priority on the transit signals right now.
Are they looking at adding that?
Well, until way back when, the signals, the transit signals, are supposed to be aware of when the train is running on schedule.
Yeah.
So the transit signals.
Yeah, it's like a passive.
Yeah, and when if the train is a little bit late, it will hold the signal to help the train through because it's
Yeah.
the intersection. But there's no interaction between the train and the transit signals. So there's no sensors in the guide when the train is transmitting its position to the transit signals.
So it doesn't really know.
No, so there's supposed to be something else going on in the background, but I haven't seen it.
Because I heard Eglinton is also supposed to get a similar system.
I think Eglinton is
But you've got, like,
faster because most of them is underground.
Sorry, what?
I think for Line 5, most of them is like underground.
Most of it, but the
Line
section
5,
that
about
is.
half of it is underground.
Yeah.
I think the west part is underground,
Yeah.
and the
Yeah.
east part is like
From Western Road to there, there's all underground. So,
I think until like Chaplin Station, they are all underground. I think.
Until layered.
Like
yeah, until there.
Yeah, so like Cedarville,
Yeah.
like and Chaplin.
Yeah. Cedar Vale, Chocolate, now they're underground. Yeah. Cedarvale is the old Eglinton West,
They have the
formerly known as Eglinton West.
they have a transfer path between the Line 5 and Line 1 at Cedarville,
Yeah.
which I saw it this morning on my way here.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, there has to be
I think for a weekend, Line 1, they open around like 8:30 or something at Citadis Station. I think this morning it was not open, so I had to take the 32. And I think the stations, they're all electric.
Yeah.
The training must be a little easier for this than a train on a bus, wouldn't it be?
It's different. Different vehicles with different kinds of problems or situations that the operators have to
You've done both. I'm curious to know what the difference is, because I would have thought that everything that these guys have to know on a bus would have to know also, plus a bit more.
Well, they're just different vehicles. Like here on the train, you don't have to worry about turning corners.
Right.
You also have longer
Or
stop.
somebody driving in front of you, or
Oh, that can still happen at the intersections because people will make U-turns at the intersections.
So that's why they're going like a slower around.
Well, the operator is following certain rules. So, and the rules are very strict.
Yeah, I noticed that when we were passing those intersections, how we were going like slower then once we passed that,
Exactly. Yeah.
I think they started like a fast already.
And so the operator is obeying the rules that when they're passing through.
Which is the similar thing for Line 5.
Well, Line 5 will have similar things, but it's different from like buses. They don't have the same rules.
Because there's more maneuverable, you can sort of swerve out of the way. This also has like way longer.
Well, this is a lot bigger, heavier.
Yeah, so this one, it might take like longer to stop, so that's why they're going slower when crossing.
So the speeds are all predetermined in the software that the operators obey right now. So like going through a curve, and you just pass through there. There are speed limits in that section that are different than on a straight section.
So it's all the speed limits are all displayed on the
I think it's like
it's not it's called
similar.
a TOD.
I think it's a
Train
similar.
operator.
Do they get a warning if they're going
Too fast, yes.
too fast or too slow for them?
Not too slow, but they do get a warning yet if it's going too fast.
On the straight sections, what's the limit?
60 kilometers an hour.
And what about the curve? Like,
It depends on the curve.
So-
So, like if we're going in the other direction here, this first curve, they can be doing, I think it's 35. 35 going in this, and then once they cross Albion, then going through that, so yeah, 35 through here, and then on the second curve approaching Martin Road, then it's 25.
So maximum speed is what, 60?
Yeah. But the train itself is capable of faster than that. But they're just the engineers have decided that because of where we are here on the semi-exclusive railways, that they're sticking to what the speed limits are on some comparable roads.
When it's underground in Eglinton, is it going to go faster?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
They can get up to 80.
Oh, that's good. That's as much as the subway line.
How far are we away with Eglinton as far as you know?
Probably early next year.
Yeah?
Yeah, they're very close now.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also guess like it's probably January, just not sure which.
Is there a lot of testing going on then? Back and forth?
Constantly.
Yeah.
Constantly.
If you go to Cedar Vale, you can actually, or any of the above ground sections, you can see them. They're constantly passing. It's like I live on Don Hill, so
also, I think
I see them.
Mount Dennis is open as well.
Yeah, Mount Dennis, you can see
So
them as well.
I think a few days ago, I was like, I took the Union Pearson Express like back to Mount Dennis, and I saw the platforms and the stations. I think they're all completed.
Yeah, the stations themselves are mostly complete. Yeah.
Also, I think their dashboard is going to be like similar to the Line 1's dashboard, where they have the current speed and the speed limit or something.
Yeah.
How just like the yellow
the
one.
operator and the driver might get 3 pieces of information for speed. Is they've got their actual speed, their current speed right now, what the maximum allowed speed is wherever they are, and something called the target speed, so that
Oh, the cruise control thing.
No, not cruise control. So the operator can drive up to the maximum speed, but if coming up ahead, if there's a speed change, especially a drop, then the operator sees what the new target speed is. So even though they're above the target speed, but below the maximum speed, the operator knows, okay, now I've got to start to slow down to get to the new target speed.
I think it's like the next speed limit thing.
So like right now, the operator's being limited to this point.
I'd say it's
All
like
the field the operator is able to get the train in an hour, right above there. Yeah. And so the operator now is going to keep accelerating until accelerating let off on the tower a little bit there. Then when we get to the top of the hill, then she'll start braking as we're going down.
And I think we will have separate things like separating the road with the causeway. So there will be the barriers separating the tracks and the road. I think I can see the barriers.
Oh, I think you mean like the curb.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a curve there, like on the edge of the roadway. Like
you don't want.
I think it's covered by snow right now.
It's all along there's a curve.
I used to I drive along Finch West.
Yeah.
I came off from Highway 400 and I once saw the train. I think they were still like testing the tracks or the.
If there's a real heavy snowstorm, do they have any kind of special way of allowing the special train or something?
Not a special train. They can't use a plow because there are tags along the back there. So they do have a skid steer machine that has a roller winch on the front of it. They literally sweep it away.
Also, I noticed that the transit signals turns to red like a while before the actual. Which I'm assuming is because the trains are heavier than the buses, which takes longer.
It's not to do with the weight of the train, but it is to do with the length of the train.
I would have thought.
Longer than the.
Because the operators, as they're approaching each intersection, they're making the decision that they're going to pass through the intersection or come to a stop. So they're driving this train like a car or like a streetcar or whatever. But the operator has to make that decision. And so if the transit signal goes yellow, the operator still can pass through the intersection.
So it's like
but then it gives enough time on the roadway traffic for the rest of the traffic. Yes, because the train has to clear the intersection before the other traffic can get a green signal. No.
I think they are running shuttle buses at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So
this
right now it's like conditional operation or something.
Right now the hours are reduced right now because it's a soft open. But when we go to full service, it'll be like subway. So 1:30 to 2 o'clock is the last train because that's when the subway station closes. Yeah.
Is it replaced by Blue Night after that, during that, or
buses?
So I think the line 5 is going.
So I think the first train is out at like 6 o'clock.
I think she's trying to say.
But there'll be buses. There'll be buses.
So I think the line 5 is going to have to be soft Stardust at the beginning as well, I think. Like around
We're just getting it's just getting the logistics of everything sorted out. It's a lot to figure out. TTC used to be
very vital rail link as well. It's just
I noticed that they have both the TTC and the Metrolinx badge on the vehicle.
Because Metrolinx owns everything. Metrolinx, which is the province of Ontario. Okay, so Metrolinx is Go Transit, but it's also this line.
Union Pearson Express.
The Up Express.
And also I think this car thing is owned by
Presto is Metrolinx, yes. And so Metrolinx, but Metrolinx owns all of this.
And that's an agency of the provincial.
Yes.
And then the city is operating.
It's just because we have the experience.
Yeah.
Because we have the knowledge and experience to operate this.
Is it because you guys have more knowledge and experience on like more rapid transit style, like city?
Well, yeah, I like this is like this line. It's kind of like if Subway and Streetcar had a baby.
Yeah, yes. So it's just more in your field.
Yeah. And so because Metrolinx doesn't, they don't have experience themselves or the staff, but we have the staff, the number of operators.
Yeah.
Even the GO trains, they contract out the actual driving of them.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that.
So those trains are
Which one?
so those trains.
Wait, which line?
Yeah, so this train.
Oh, this train, yeah.
This train is electric, yes.
but I think the Union Pearson Express is like hot gas or something.
It's diesel.
Because when I was taking
So the Upper Express is a diesel electric.
yeah, so when I got off at Dennis, I heard
The engine.
kind of the diesel engine sound.
Yeah.
Which
It's like
I-
it's I can't remember the name of it. There was another heavy rail car that was like that as well. That was diesel electric.
Oh,
as well.
was it Bud? I think it was Bud.
Go train or
From Via, right?
Yeah, because Via ran it, and they would run it on certain lines. That,
Yeah.
I remember in Montreal too, they used it for the commuter trains, and then I can't but yeah, it's diesel electric.
the Union Pearson Express is like how much faster than all those trains.
Because each of the individual cars are powered, not just the locomotive. Similar.
It's just a smaller train.
I think
Right?
between the Pearson Airport and the Western Station, I assumed they were going like 70 to.
Yeah, but you're on an exclusive guideway, right? So because the tracks have protections, they have fences and so on.
Also, I think on line 5, when they were doing the testing, I think it was back in the summer. Like someone was like jaywalking and got hit by the train.
Yeah.
I think it was like which station I forgot, but it was like one of those surface stations.
Yeah. And they were,
I'm curious if you happen to know if in the future they're thinking about adding monorails anywhere in the city, because I think they're really cool. I've been to
I
a number
wouldn't
of
say
cities.
monorail.
They're really cool,
They are really cool.
and they're futuristic. And
Yeah.
it's got to be cheaper and faster to build too.
Sort of. Because the technology for them is a little more expensive, and it's not, and two rails have been around for longer, so it's just we know more about that as well. And, two rails,
I've been to like in the Far East, like to
Las Vegas.
Bangkok, and yeah, I mean they're really nice. It's a nice
like
experience for the passengers.
I visit Japan like every year, and they've got the monorails as well. But you'd only like in Tokyo, that's 30,000 people more. There's only 2 monorail systems, and they're not really they're more used like people movers. I find they're not as high capacity. So
No, but it might be on smaller lines,
That's true. Yeah.
But it's not something that, as far as that they've been thinking about.
It's a bit hard to implement in Toronto because I just know maybe the only place that could really use monorail very good is like in China. There's a place called Chongqing. There's a place that is basically mountains everywhere, so they need to use monorails to build their transit.
They're fun to ride on.
They are fun to ride on. Have you been on one of the hanging ones before?
No, where's that?
They have one in Chiba in Japan. Chiba, Japan is near Tokyo.
I've never been to Japan.
Oh yeah, there's some in the other parts of the world as well, but they're very interesting. It's like a hanging train.
Yeah?
Tokyo is like the be all and end all of like transit. That's what everyone wants to. Have you been before? No, but I'm sure you've seen the map and stuff.
High-speed trains that
You
run
get
on
the
a cushion
transit
of
in
magnets.
the Tokyo city, then you drive it and it comes.
Shinkansen.
Yeah, that's amazing. There's a lot we could learn from this.
Oh my God, there's so much we can learn from. And you know what the real thing is? North America had a thing after the war where everyone really wanted a car. They built so much car infrastructure. They ripped out all the rails. North America used to have the biggest rail system in the world. But we removed it all in favor of cars. But now we're just realizing, North America, we're just realizing that it's a mistake. That rail is really the more efficient. Because yeah, on a small turn, in a big, like small towns and stuff, it doesn't really make sense to have rail because there's not much traffic. Once you get traffic, then you have induced demand, you're adding lanes.
There was actually the big three lobbying the government to get rid of rail. They would, because the auto manufacturers actually bought this patchwork of rail services, and then basically ran the services into the ground. Like they allowed the service to get worse and worse and worse on purpose, so that people would buy
Planned obsolesence.
Well, yeah, but they intentionally ran the services into the ground so that people
Remove competition.
would migrate to the cars.
It worked when we had such a small population, but now that there's
It's like 5 going to be like free for the first
Probably.
when they open. Because I live like around maybe like 3 to 5 minutes walk to like charging station.
Yeah.
oh, that's
But
convenient.
is there a way that they could build some kind of transit along the hydro corridors, for example, where all the land is already cleared? And wouldn't that be an economical way of adding more?
Yeah, it kind of would.
Yeah. I don't think there's any reason why you can't.
They put that busway along the section Finch that no one uses.
Yeah, there's one between
Out by
between Kiel
York
and Dufferin.
University. Yeah.
Yeah, between Kiel and Dufferin, there's a quick route for some of the buses.
Yeah.
Do they have the transfer path for line 6 and line 1 at Finch West?
Yeah.
So which is like similar to the
I think it's actually shorter.
5 and line 1.
It's not as far a walk as it is at Eglinton Station.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, so that's like a shorter path.
Because you need to wait for you to be able to connect with either buses or subway. Yeah. It's all in
I
indoors.
think the line
Oh yeah.
transfer path is like
Nice.
how much? Because it has like
Well, I haven't paced it out, so
go through the other road.
yeah, I don't know. I didn't count the steps.
Have cars gotten in the tunnels at like Finch West and Humber College yet?
No, not
I'm
yet.
just thinking of what happens downtown at Queen Street, and I
It's just a matter of time.
noticed there's not nearly as many warning signs here as down there.
Oh,
And it might happen, anything's
wait.
possible.
Did-
But
I
somebody
think
actually managed to get their car all the way up to the loop at Union there, which is not an easy thing.
Oh, I
to do.
remember that. Yeah.
Because it's all raised rail. Once you get past, like once you come down and you make the turn, and there's the Queen's Quay stop at Bay Street there. Then you just pass that. It's all raised rail right up to the Union Road. And
Scraping the bottom of your car.
ripping
But I thought even the curve was too tight for cars to do this.
Yeah, that's the confusing part.
Well,
I think if it's just a smaller car.
well, I mean, it's just never a good idea to be down there. No matter what.
How can you?
These tracks aren't wide enough for, let's say, a police car or something, right? Or an ambulance.
Oh yeah.
They are?
Yeah, they can. Emergency vehicle can drive on
So
this
how
guy.
they can drive over
tracks?
there?
Well, that's good to know. I remember seeing a fire truck once, and they were stuck. And it looked like they were stuck.
They can drive on the guideway.
So how they
That's
can
good to
like
know.
how they can like drive over the curb and like
Oh, but a fire truck it's got enough power that
also I think there are much higher on the curb. So how they can just like ride through
do
the
whatever they want.
Did you severely cut your hair for that picture? Quite a difference.
Yeah, it was before I moved here. It used to be longer.
Oh yeah?
So when COVID happened.
Are you a rock star on the side too?
After a fashion.
What do you play?
Huh?
What do you play?
Well, I mean, because of my job, I play keyboard.
nice.
Only upgraded but also captures I'm not sure if there will be like someone checking if you tablets or not.
Oh, yeah, the fare inspector.
Yeah. Because I think I'm pretty sure there will be someone not having on the platform. Also, I think for those you don't have to tap off. So you only need to tap off. And you don't need to tap off.
Well, you don't have to tap off.
Because I think on the union person, you have to
Yeah, that's good. Tap on and then tap off.
and I think he will give you the refund of the rest of the
Oh, the one fare.
No, I think the union person is like separately, but once you tap it, they will refund the rest of the trip.
Oh yeah, if you don't get off if you don't get to it.
I got off at the airport and I got off at the and I think they only charged me like $3. So
Such a great corridor now though, because it's like every 10 minutes you're getting a train that's like
also, I
that's
think
great.
the Union Pearson Express they don't have the free transfer.
No.
But you can, when you're traveling intermodally, you do get a reduced fare. So when you transfer to or from a GO train to a TTC bus, you still need to tap on to the bus.
But not for the UP Express.
But you get,
I think for Union Pearson Express they don't have
Maybe
the
not.
high discount.
maybe not for the, I don't know about the UP Express, but I do know because I've got it on the GO train.
Yeah, on the GO train gives you free onto the TTC. Yeah.
If you forget to tap off,
I will charge you the
Oh, I've done that so many times where I get off the GO train and I'm just running to the TTC or.
Wait, how much is the?
and then they charge you the full.
Yeah, and then they charge you the whole GO
full
train.
distance.
Yeah.
How much is the full thing of the whole train?
It could be like about $20 or something if you do.
I think the Union Pearson thing is like.
The Union Pearson.
I think the full thing is like, I think it's only like $7.
What's
$9.
the scheduled time like from
Yeah.
from one end to the other?
It was a card I've done everything up
Yeah,
to
what's it
25.
supposed to be?
I'm pretty sure 7.
Well, it depends
You
on.
did the full
Do you
line
have
from
my
Union to
There are
Pearson?
like
Okay.
sections.
I can show you my.
I've seen it. I think 40. The typical
On average,
the typical trip is
When I tap on.
about.
Oh wait, because you only went to Mount Dennis.
52.
Okay, yeah. The full trip from Union to Pearson is
I've seen it done in less time. I've seen it done.
Plus, I think the 7 is the first one.
Yeah.
It depends on how many
And then I've
stations
also
in the
seen
range.
it over an hour.
Yeah.
Travel more.
Is there any way that you guys, like a supervisor, know if somebody's going too slow? Because that could screw up everybody's
Like
schedule.
there's different options, yeah.
There is a person that's that is watching. So they see.
GPS on every.
Yeah, that's what happened.
The train is in constant communication with control.
Okay.
And
So they know where everyone is.
They know where everyone is.
Is the signaling, so for the signaling system, is it similar to the streetcars where it's just visual, or is it like fixed block signaling, or is it
So
moving block?
it's a moving block. So the train has protections for proximity to other trains. So there's several things going on at the same time. This train, every train individually is given authorized moving authority. So that's that's how far or not the train is allowed to move.
Yeah.
Okay. But then there's also speed control. So, but then the operator also gets SPI or switch point indicators on the deck. So as the operator is approaching the switch, they can see on their panel in front of them the position of the switch. So if the switch is set for the turn, then the speed profile will drop to pass through the switch. And so the operator sees that. But if the switch is set for straight, then they can pass over the switch at 60 kilometers an hour. It's set for straight. But then also there's protections around the train. So this operator can only get within a certain distance of the train ahead.
And I think we just passed the garage.
Yeah, that's the main.
That's the garage because I saw the tracks like going there.
Is that where they house all the trains, like overnight?
And that's right.
And maintenance?
Yeah, the maintenance and the cleaning of the trains and
And I think
everything.
the line 5 garage is like mounted down or something.
Yeah, that's right.
I wish I saw the how they have the garage when I got home from the.
Yeah,
Oh, 35 seconds.
that's also
Or 35
park
minutes.
there. And then
That's not
an
bad.
office
Everything
there,
decent time.
and that's where we have a classroom. For
Still, it was supposed to be 38.
How long is the train?
30 days.
30 days? So that is the same for the buses, subways.
No, buses are different. But it's 28 days for bus and 31 days for subway.
I think the last day is like the testing period.
So, well, it's a little different because with bus, the first 10 days are just the operator being trained and the instructor. There's no customers on board. Then on the 16th day, the operator then is being tested on a practical driving test because that's when they while things being successful, since their driver's license is upgraded, goes from a G to a C. Here, the operator only requires a Class G license.
So now that you're in operation, when would they be doing the testing for the beginners? At night?
No, we would be doing it during the day.
With passengers on board?
Yes.
So it's like how something like this right now.
Yeah, because we would just literally like.
So I think the operator right now is on training.
No, the operator, she's done. She's done her training now. She's passed all the tests.
You have simulators in this place there?
Do you have
Simulators for training?
We do have a simulator, yes.
Oh, I would love to. That would be fun.
Yeah. So it's a mock-up, full-size mock-up of the cabin.
So they will have the throttle control and different things.
Yeah. So on the train here, it's called an MC, a master controller. It's not a throttle, but it does everything.
I
So
think
it's push it forward.
so
It has the dead
I think
match.
it's on the left side of it.
Yeah. So
I saw them pushing it forward and
yeah. So you push it forward to accelerate, and then the middle position is coast, and pull it back for braking.
I think it's the same one on the
Subway has the same thing.
Also, I think I did see like once or twice. I saw them like training those school operators like on the train.
They do the same thing in Subway.
I think they. I once saw them at Wilson Station.
Yeah.
Also, I think Wilson Station is like where they do
They take over the train that's in service. Yeah. We do the same thing here. We would take over the train that's in service here when we're training.
Are they still hiring more drivers, or are they pretty well done?
Well, the drivers they're coming from all over the place. This operator used to be a bus driver.
Oh, okay.
And but all of the operators that are out here are existing employees.
I I see.
Various years of service.
Okay. So you're not actually bringing new people on.
Well, the TTC is always hiring new people.
I've heard that if you starting your operator jobs, you will be starting with an operator first, then you can transfer
When an employee gets hired, the company decides where they're going to be placed, whether it's bus, subway, or streetcar, and at which division. Okay, and so then that operator is trained for that specific mode. Now they have to remain in that mode for 2 years. Then if they want, they can apply to transfer to a different mode, and then they would get trained on that.
Also, I think those bus operators, they also drive the subway and shuttle buses.
No. So the shuttle buses are driven by bus operators.
Do they consider where the operator lives when they make these decisions?
Yeah, they try. Yeah. I mean, sometimes it just depends on what the needs are, the staffing needs of the division is. Yeah. Sometimes they have to go farther.
I second this motion. When the streetcars, when they switched from CLRVs to Flexity, was that a big adjustment for the drivers?
Not really. I mean,
Or is it like the
once,
same
once you learn the machine itself, the rules are still the same. But there's certain things that, when you're operating a streetcar over a switch, one of the rules is no faster than 10 kilometers an hour.
It's a single point switch.
I think it's because those like streetcar switches are they're kind of like all over the place, so they want to avoid like derailment or something.
Yeah, I mean, the streetcar driver, they have rules that they have to abide by for safe operation.
We don't have that many of the switches.
No, there's only five points, 5 locations where you go.
I think it's like the hot garage, one of that. So like hot turning to the garage.
Well, going in and out of the maintenance facility there.
And also the
that's not a
Humber
crossover.
College and the Humber College Group, which we went from the left track to the right track. There's another.
there's a crossover.
There's another.
Yeah, so that's
2 set of switches. I think.
right. Yeah, so there's a crossover coming out of Finch West. The next one is between Tobermory and Driftwood. Then the next one is between Highway 400 and Sentinel, and then there's another one between Milvan and Duncan Woods. And then there's another crossover between Roundtree Mills and Mount Olive, and then there's one between Albion and Martin Grove, and then the last one is at Humber College.
So if a train breaks down, are other trains going to be able to go around it on the other track?
They can. We can operate in reverse-bound direction. Yes.
Is short turns being planned when if bunching becomes an issue?
Well, bunching,
Breakdown.
we don't have the same problem of bunching with
Some
buses
random delays.
because of the way the train movement is managed. So the supervisor downtown, they can put an extended dwell on a platform.
At a station.
So that they can gradually space the trains out.
Line 6 shuttle. We're already getting the shuttle. We're already getting the shuttle bus.
Roughly, what's the pay rate for the drivers? What do they start at? What can they get to
28.
eventually? What can they get to?
They start at 28. I think when you get up to full rate, it's around 32 and a half, I think it is.
Pretty good amount.
Something like that. I'm a little because I'm different.
Yeah. You're management. Is it union?
Am I?
Yeah, and the
No, I'm
drivers.
not.
But the drivers.
The drivers are, but I'm not.
Oh, interesting. I never knew that.
Your salary.
That's cool.
You sound like you're studying transportation.
Yeah, I've been a really strong advocate for public transportation for a really long time, and I'm studying mechanical engineering. My mom's an urban designer, so
Where are you studying mechanical then?
I'm currently studying at actually Seneca, but I'm switching over to Humber because I was originally in a program that was supposed to go into a bachelor's degree, but they don't offer that bridgeway anymore. So now I'm going to be on this every day to go to Humber. Yeah.
Perfect for you then.
Yeah, it's perfect time.
Approaching Sentinel or Finch West.
Finch West.
How we're switching to the left track.
Yeah.
So I think this is another set of the switch.
Yeah.
How do I just-
Yeah, there's four switches right there.
That's why we're going like much slower than the.
Yeah, so he has to. So the operator is has to slow the train down to 10 kilometers an hour going through the switch. Once we clear the switch, then we have to speed up a little bit.
Make sure it doesn't derail.
Yeah, but it's also strain on the switch itself.
Also, I think there's another curve or something.
No, it's just straight in.
There's a curve like almost curve.
Just take the switch. Yeah.
Oh, where am I?
Thank you so much for answering.
Have a great weekend.
Enjoy.
Hopefully the rest of the first week goes well.
Yeah.